The views and opinions expressed by the host The views and opinions expressed by the host do not necessarily state or reflect those of the company and its management. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guest do not reflect those of the host, the show, the management, and the network.
Mabuhay! You're in the right channel, TLC. And of course, this is Lee on Motivational Lee. I would like to ask you, do you still have the strong visions in life? And what are those? And how old are you, by the way? Do you still dream of going to a different country just to study, perhaps? Live, work, or just visit? It doesn't really matter. Let's make things happen because you're in the right channel. Obviously, it is great to migrate with Lee every Friday, 7 p.m. AEST Melbourne time. And of course, it's 5 p.m. in the Philippines. Wherever you are, please adjust. So catch me. Don't forget every Friday, the different visas and testimonies as well when it comes to migration. So see you then. Let's talk. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to TLC, of course, with Lee here. It's great to migrate. Every Friday, 8 p.m. AEST. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone, to all my friends globally, Southeast Asia, Europe, America, Canada. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, today, folks, it's our episode 10. But last week, if you haven't watched it, we've talked about, for the episode 9, we've talked about skilled migration visa, right? So we've hopefully you've learned so much from that. And if you haven't really, know about the skilled migration visa, you can go back to that video, to that interview with Niti Hara, and be informed and get that full education about how to apply a skilled migration visa. And today, folks, episode 10, it's a testimony to those people, one of those people who have, come to Australia and, of course, settling well and, of course, apply the skilled migration visa. And for them, when the opportunity presents itself, they always say, don't be afraid to go after it. Let's be inspired and let's listen to this lovely couple. I'm so grateful that they said yes to this evening's, a live telecast all over the world. Let's welcome Jeremy and Candice. How about a big hand, three big hands, big claps, not big hands, big claps. 1, 2, 3. Great. How are you, Jeremy and Candice? How's it going, guys?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're all good.
You're good. You're looking tired there. Let's just give them a big round of applause. There you go. Let's have that energy. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jeremy and Candice, for this opportunity, guys. Getting to know you better. And of course, the whole world can't wait to hear from you guys settling in this country, Australia, having that success opportunity to become one of those skilled migrant visa applicants. And now you're here. How long have you been here in Australia?
Yeah, more than 4 years.
More than 4 years. See,
Yep.
ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
more than 4 years. I'm sure it's okay. At least you've been here that long, and people all over the world, even your family who's tuning in right now. Thank you, everyone, for the family of Jeremy and Candice for tuning in. I'll say hello to you later on, and please don't forget to write your comments below as well, so that I can also read that later on. But again, the whole world, Jeremy and Candice, can't wait to hear from you when you know that the opportunity present itself. You weren't afraid to go after it now that you're here, so well done for that. It was a great decision. Now, how are you both, like, this week, last week? What was the best thing that had happened, maybe recently, not just necessarily today, but recently? What do you think?
Yeah, actually, for us, we're very busy this week because we have my eldest daughter. She graduated year 12, and then the second one graduated primary year 7, and then my youngest one graduated kindy. So it's a very busy
Wow.
week for us. Yeah. we have 5 kids, so it's never
Five kids.
yeah.
It's never a
Ladies and
dull
gentlemen,
moment.
5 kids.
Never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment. And how old are they, if you don't mind, please?
Yeah, the eldest is 18, and then
18.
13, 11, 10, and then 5.
Wow. You can, use this for your lottery as well later on. You might be able. Oh, you need six, right? So you need to have six, but you can add a number to that to win the lottery. Well done. Being a busy mom and dad, parents, and you still have time for your kids. And of course, we'll get to know you more better, including the whole family. How you have settled with 5 kids coming to, a country that you're not used to, and it's a different environment, different culture with your children as well. How do they actually cope? So watch out for that, ladies and gentlemen. So now let's start the ball rolling. Candice and Jeremy, are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
There you
Are
go.
you? Are you ready?
There you go. Now, before we start, would you like to say hello to all your friends, maybe, and relatives, family, or watching right now? I'll give you 30 seconds to do that.
Yeah, I think my family's watching. Yeah, my sisters, the whole Yanga family, my family in the Philippines, and my friends are watching.
There you go. How about you, Jeremy?
I just want to say hi to my fans.
Fans, there you go. The 1 million fans. There you go. Well done. Great. And Sophia says hello. Actually, Sophia and Yanga.
Yeah, that's my
She gave you 3 big claps. Very good. And Lala, Lala is here. So hi Lee, hi Dang, hi Je. Thank you so much, Lala, for watching. And Charlie from Singapore. Was it Charlie Sig? Thank you so much for watching. Loretta is here. And Bang Mabuhay. She said, thank you so much, guys, for being with us and, increasing our adrenaline today, getting to know and be inspired today by Jeremy and Candice. Now, Jeremy and Candice, why Australia? What attracts you most in this country? There's so many countries that you can go to. Why
Yeah,
Australia? Take it away.
good question. So initially we applied for both New Zealand and Australia, and we both countries approved the application. But I guess why Australia? Well, number one, the country's really captivating, right? I mean, if you would compare it with the Philippines, it's almost the same. Like
Mhm.
natural resources, everything is there. The country's massive, but demographic wise, I think it's everything's there. And we've done our research. People from New Zealand are also migrating to Australia, or at least moving to Australia.
True,
Career
true.
wise, work wise, because I guess in terms of compensation, you have higher, that the compensation is better in Australia.
Mhm.
There's bigger opportunity. But what we've proven so far, equal opportunity was really the key, because obviously when we were back in the Philippines, while we were thriving in our chosen career, we weren't quite sure. We weren't really convinced and confident that our kids would have the same opportunity. So
Mm.
we just wanted to make sure that now that we've done our part, we've achieved what we needed to achieve in terms of our career. We just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that our children have that same opportunity.
Yeah, very well said. Couldn't agree more to that, Jeremy. Thank you so much. And I'm sure everyone's watching, even the recorded for this live telecast. They'll be inspired later on if they want to replay this. Thank you so much for that, Jeremy. Very well said. Candice, do you have anything to add to that?
yeah, probably the work-life balance and the laid back work life here. Yeah, I think for us it's easier given that we're also working from home. We can still work and then at the same time take care of the kids, so it's more quality time for them, and then we're working full time for both of us.
Beautiful. That's why there's no dull moment, right? With the 5 kids working from home. My goodness. Like, yeah, how to be you, Jeremy and Candice. Like, all the good luck came just dropped into your house. Like, this is it, giving you the best quality of your life here in Australia. And of course, looking back, no regrets at all. Now, someone's asking here briefly, can you tell them, just to inspire the whole world, like before coming here, like with a skilled migration visa application, what did you do? Just briefly about that as well, please. Was it
Um,
more the job itself or whatever skills?
so in terms of skills, I think it's really important that you do your research, right?
Now,
Mm.
what was your previous job?
Oh, so
prior to
Yeah.
migration?
So I was a project manager back in the Philippines.
Mhm.
But I do have a lot of experience in the customer service management
There you
industry. So
go.
I worked in a call center back then.
Oh,
So
wow.
operation wise, I've done a fair share of management. Candice, well, but we're both in IT.
Yep.
But Candice is a double degree.
Yeah.
She's also into
Yeah. So I took up
nursing.
nursing,
Yeah.
yeah, and then prior
Wow.
to that, I finished my IT information management. So
Mhm.
I done project management in the Philippines as well in a broadcasting company, and then we both moved to Singapore, doing the same thing, project management in a telecommunications company.
Wow.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
which helped us a lot really in terms of looking for a job when we got here.
Good, good. Well done. Like skills wise, my goodness, you're so gifted. You've got different skills. And for those who are in the customer service or project management, IT, or any profession, don't be afraid to apply. And of course, the best thing to do is ask, all the experts. Just like us in Way to Us Migration and Education Services, we're always here to support you guys, even if you're offshore outside of Australia. And I'll give you later on what's our website. Obviously, it's www.waytooz.com, but I'll give it to you later on as well. It will be running in front of your screen. So thank you for that, Jeremy and Candice. You are really an inspiration to others, those who are working maybe more than 2 years right now and thinking of like, we want to migrate because it's great to migrate, especially in Australia. And maybe one day, guys, for those who are tuning in, you can reach out to us, reach out to me as well, even via YouTube channel, motivation, so you can actually, ask for what are the qualifications, what are the best path that you can come here. And for Jeremy and Candice, the best path is skilled migrant visa. Congratulations, Jeremy and Candice, for that. Now, was there? I was just thinking of a follow up question for that. What was the feeling of leaving your own country? Was there a what was the most difficult part when you left your home country? Of course, that's your home country, your family's there and all that. What was the most difficult part?
Yeah, yeah, you've already said that it's more of the family for us. We have these close knit family ties.
Okay.
That's the most difficult part, and leaving the friends behind, the food that we love,
Oh, yes.
and then probably the career that we left, given that we were already stable there, and then here we are, we're already in our midlife, and then we're trying a different path again, together with the whole family. So I think that was the most difficult part, and having that fear of the uncertainties.
That's good to know. And you know what? You're inspiring people that despite the age, you said you're in the middle, well, still young, age is just a number, but at least, you did not hesitate to go after the opportunity, because we have to create our opportunity, isn't it, right? So that's really good to know. And guys, for those who are tuning in front of you, it's just running in front of your screen. If you need assistance when it comes to any visa, www.waytooz.com is always ready to assist you. Now, what was the, if I've asked you a while ago, what was the most difficult part leaving Philippines? Of course, the family and everything, right?
Yeah.
But what was the most difficult part when you're ready in Australia, like being new in this country? Maybe you don't have an accommodation. I don't know, but as you have said, it's easy to find a job, especially now. Especially when you came here, you're already pre-skilled and double degree and all those things, so it's not that hard to find a job. But what was the most difficult part in settling here, coming to Australia? Take it away.
I wouldn't say it was not difficult for us. There's always that risk, that risk of uncertainty, and you have to start from scratch. But I think one of the challenging part when we first moved here is obviously when you go into the workforce, they're very particular with the local experience. So
Mm-hmm.
like for myself, I've done project management for more than 12 years, but I did not have any local experience, like managing Australian customers, for example. But I've done Australian projects in the Philippines, but not really in onshore. So
Mm-hmm.
they're very particular about that. So that's number one, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um, plus, I guess, prior to moving, right? Uh, that uncertainty, and you always have that, that concern of moving out of your comfort zone. So that's not always easy, right? It's always difficult, having to start from scratch. Obviously we've done that, but
Mhm.
yeah, it's not easy, but as long as you're resilient, I suppose, as long as you have the faith, um everything would come into to its right place in its perfect time.
Yeah. Agree to the amen to that, Jeremy. Thank you so much for that. I think Candice wants to add to that.
Yeah, aside from the career, I think the most difficult part is settling with the kids. We didn't have any
Mm.
support system here, so unlike in the Philippines, you have the maid, or you have your family supporting you, the lola, the nanay, and all.
Yeah.
But here you're all alone. You have to have that teamwork,
Mhm.
able to probably I think for us it was helpful when we brought along my mom together with us. So from Singapore, she came with us here. It was really a big help, given that I need to find school, we need to find a new place to stay. Um, yeah, we were given that help coming from my mom when we first came here. But unlike others, yeah, this is based from our experience. Unlike others, they really came here without any help. So I think the support system is, yeah, it is one of the most difficult part when it's not really there. Yeah, you go through that process of yeah, being sad, being probably yeah, you miss your family back in the Philippines. So it's, yeah, it's coming in all together. That's the most difficult part, I suppose.
Yeah.
I
And
think
but we're able. Yeah.
sorry,
Pardon?
I think the lack of network as well, that's very difficult, because back in the Philippines, obviously, if you need help, you have friends who can recommend you, for example. But here,
Mm.
starting from scratch, you don't
Know
really know
anyone?
anyone.
Mm.
No
That's
one can
right.
help you, can endorse you or recommend you, whether there's any opportunity.
Yep.
Not that
Mhm.
you're, expecting that, they would help you, get into the job, but at least, guiding you, or giving you some tips, whether there are, open opportunities, and then you start exploring yourself, right? So
Oh, yeah.
obviously, that's something that was, we didn't have when we migrated here. We didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Completely hard.
as well.
In general, that is really the like kind of dilemma for those who are migrating, like especially if they don't have families, relatives, like they're really flying on their own and starting from scratch. It
Yep.
could be a bit of a challenge, but it's good as well because it helps you in a way to become even better, stronger as a person, and being flexible and dynamic as well, and be able to independently think of what you need to do. Unlike when you're in your own country, you've got the whole family advising this, advising that, XYZ. In here you feel like, or anywhere in the world you feel like, yes, okay, this is my own decision, I'm independent. I might have a bit of bits and pieces from my relatives outside of the country, but it is your decision. That's really good. Now, looking back on the first day that you've arrived here, I'm just curious about this. What did How did your children react to it, and what did they say? I know it's good to be in Australia, but coming here without any family, and you've mentioned that a while ago, right? You don't know anyone as yet, although
Yes.
maybe they have a bit of a network of a friend. But what was that feeling exactly the first day
Yeah.
you've arrived? Do you remember 4.5 4 years ago? Some, if you could look
I,
back.
I think for the kids, they were
They're
really
excited.
excited.
Yeah.
Like, having, coming from, so prior to migrating here, we were in Singapore. So we were, expats in Singapore. But
Mhm.
obviously, Singapore and Philippines, it has the same, climate, weather
Yes.
condition. So it was hot and humid back then. And then when we came in here, I think it was winter, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they were really excited. It was funny because when we got out of the airport, everyone was trying to, blow, and
Yeah.
they can feel the cold air.
Yeah.
So they were really excited. But I guess, when they started coming into school, like our eldest, she really
Uh-huh.
struggled in the beginning.
Hmm.
Um, it was tough for her to find friends, and to, I guess, penetrate. There's obviously difference in terms of culture.
Culture. Yes.
So it was pretty tough for her in the beginning, but she coped. pretty well after
Few
a
months.
few months.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's good. That's good. Very, very well trained daughter as well. Good values. That's really good. If you have a good foundation of values, you can go a long way. No matter what, where you go, if you have that strong foundation of good family values, you'll be fine. So congratulations. What's the name of your eldest daughter? We say hi to them.
Juliana.
Pardon?
Juliana.
Juliana. Well done, Juliana. And of course, the other kids. What are the names of your other kids? Juliana,
Amber, Claire,
Amber, Claire,
David, Kiara.
Gavin.
Davin.
Davin
Davin,
and
sorry, another another child. Davin and
Kiara.
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 Kiara,
Yes.
hello. I hope you're watching. You can watch as well the recorded, and I'm sure you'll be proud of your mom and dad, how they have settled here with you guys. And they said there will never any dull moments with you. You're very lucky to have parents like Jeremy and Candice, and of course, you're very lucky to have your 5 children. Right? Keep you going, just to keep you going. Now, do you remember who's your very first friend when you arrived 4 years ago? Let's look
Yeah.
back. Who is that?
Actually, it's Ate Lala. She's watching right now.
Lala, hello. Very lucky to have a friend like you, Lala. And
Yeah.
Danny, thank you so much. Good, good. You're very lucky to have them as well. And, helping you around with schools and other things, or, just
Really
really
blessed. Yeah,
Yeah.
very
really
blessed.
blessed.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. Hi, Lala and Daniel. Thank you so much for watching. Now, in that 4 years, do you remember what are those unforgettable experiences? It could be funny, it could be crazy, it could be sad. Please tell us everything. So you have to be. This is like a real talk.
Yeah,
Right
I
away.
think for me, the most unforgettable is the warmth of the Filipino community here in Adelaide, especially. We arrived here. So Ate Lala was the only person that we know of, but when we moved to our new house, so Ate Lala let us stay for her in her place for 2 weeks, and then we moved to our own place, and then we didn't buy anything. The Filipino community provided everything. We only bought our washing machine, and then the TV, the sofa, the ref, the fridge. Yeah, everything was provided by CFC. As you know, we're a member of the CFC.
Yes. Hello, CFC in Adelaide.
Yeah,
Great
so
shout out.
they provided for it, and then someone, Kuya Ben, lent his car for us to find our own car. So everyone was very helpful. We are truly blessed, probably that we found the perfect Filipino community here in Adelaide. I think
Good.
that for me is very unforgettable. Given that you went here without knowing anyone, and it ended up that you have a family here. Your friends with a family, which is very good.
Exactly. Yeah. Any
I,
funny moments? What else, Jeremy? Please tell us. Tell the whole world.
I'm just gonna add into that. So
Mhm.
we didn't really know Atilala back then. So Atilala, we only knew her because of Candice's uncle, Mike.
Uh-huh.
So Tito Mike and Atilala were colleagues, were good friends back in the Philippines. And then when Tito Mike found out that we're migrating to Australia, he said, "Oh, you know what? I have a friend there, Lala. Maybe she can help you out." And then we started communicating with her when we were back in Singapore. And then
Mhm.
when we finally arrived, we haven't met them, so we don't know how they look like. So
They
it
can
was really,
imagine.
so we didn't know what to expect. But like I said, day one when we met them, it's like family. So they opened their house to us. We stayed there for 2 weeks.
Mhm.
Knowing that we had 5 kids, 5 crazy bunch of kids, right? So you can imagine
Busy.
we kind of invaded their privacy, everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was really a different experience. Like I said earlier, going to the unknown, it was really difficult, but having to know that you have good people who treat you as family, it's like having a second family, away from home. The CFC community opened their arms to
Correct.
us wide open, like embraced us like family, and
That's
they
good.
provided when we needed. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the best thing. Someone's asking, where are you in Australia? You are in South Australia, right? In
Adelaide.
Adelaide. So very lucky you have got the CFC community, Couples for Christ community in Adelaide. and the rest of your network of friends. Well done. Thank you so much for that, Jeremy and Candice. It's really inspiring. We haven't finished yet. This is really good. And Loretta says, nice couple. Of course, Loretta. What more can I ask for? I've got here an instant superstars, Thank you so much for Jeremy and Candice. And Phoebe Delos Reyes has given us 3 love hearts. Thank you so much. Or you do that like this, right? And Heidi Delos Reyes says, hello and mabuhay. Greetings all the way from California. Hello. Oh, you're still awake. I think it's 1 a.m. in almost 1 a.m. or 1 a.m. already in California. I don't know, Heidi, what time is it now? There's too many times in my brain right now. So Orentina as well. Thank you so much for watching. Orentina Dachi. Thank you so much, my friend, for watching. Now, I'm sure you want to have a little break at this time. So perhaps we will talk more about yourself, getting to know more about your experiences, but we will be right back right after this. What else are you waiting for? The best to invest, one of the best to invest in 2021 is Mega World. If you want a stress-free, investment, please contact the numbers in front of you or message me as well on Facebook and my YouTube channel, Motivationally. Thank you so much. And we are back with Jeremy and Candice. Again, once again, for those who have just tuned in, we are on our episode 10 talking about, creating an opportunity. And here, Jeremy and Candice was able to go after the opportunity, and they've created it, and they've started with a skilled migrant visa, and they're settling well in here in Australia, especially in Adelaide in South Australia. And now, guys, this live telecast is also simulcasted on my YouTube channel as well as my FB page, Motivationally. And this channel has been created to inspire, motivate, and create an impact. Welcome back once again, Jeremy and Candice. Let's keep going because you've inspired a lot of people over the world. Now, let's talk about, because I know a while ago during our talk or discussions a while ago that this is the best decision I've ever made in your entire life, right? And you don't have any regrets. What most surprised you when it's either the first few weeks or now, what most surprised you in this country?
I think generally the people, they're very nice and pleasant. So anywhere you go, when you walk across someone, they would say hi, good morning, this sort of stuff. So
That didn't happen in Singapore.
no, not really. I mean, I'm not saying that Singaporeans are not nice, but I guess Australians are very particularly, they're particularly warm.
Yeah.
How about you, Candice?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same experience for me. So, yeah, we didn't experience. We're lucky. We didn't experience racism or what else? Yeah, I think generally the people are welcoming here, especially in school or whenever you see them in the grocery. So
I think everyone's really, family oriented, even in the workplace.
Yeah.
You have to be home, for example, if you need to attend to your kids, no questions asked. Family always comes first.
Yep.
As much as possible, they don't call you after office hours, because they know that it's important that you spend time with your kids, your family.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think that's very surprising for me. Coming from Philippines and Singapore, for example,
True.
it's a fast paced environment.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, it's really good.
That's true. I believe you. Because, like, in other countries, like, even if you're ready, even if even if you're on leave as well and they need more staff, they can call you to do something like that. And here they respect your time, they value your family, and that's why there is really a reality of the work-life balance here in this country. So what are you waiting for now, guys? Please keep in touch with us. Waytooz.com, www.waytooz.com, and we can assist you anytime, whenever you need to have the consultation, free consultation as well. So please reach out to us so we know and we could also help you with which path you're heading at. Now, Jeremy and Candice, someone's asking you if you're going to look back. I know you're happy here and you're settled. You've got lots of friends now and family, a network of family and all that. Is there or are there still anything that you would want to change if you look back?
Mm, I think for me, I believe that everything happens for a reason, and in its perfect time. So
Mm-hmm.
for us, we've planned it for 3 years. Yeah, the migration plan is 3 years in the making, and then we've saved up for it. We really planned every stage of it. So looking back, I wouldn't change anything, but probably migrate sooner. If there's anyone out there not yet decided, what I can say is that they should, yeah, go for it, migrate soon, um, rather
Yes,
than,
definitely.
yeah, yeah. I think
Act
that's the
now.
act now. Yeah.
Never delay anything because you need to create your opportunity. Thanks for that, Candice. How about you, Jeremy? Anything to add to that, or you happy with it?
No, no, same.
You
Look,
bring back the time.
bring back the time. I'd probably migrate earlier,
Mm.
because obviously back in the days, life are easier. For example, the price of the house, it's cheaper.
Mm.
And now the trend is just going up. So yeah, I guess migrate sooner.
Yeah.
Mm. Good. Thank you for that. Now, guys, migrate now. So keep in touch with us as soon as possible. Now, Camilla and Alex here is they're asking both of you because they've been inspired, right, since the beginning of our discussion a while ago. How long did it take you to find a job?
Mm.
Upon arrival, of course, you have that window space of settling. Did it take a year, months, days, weeks? Please take it away.
I think 2 to 3 months. So Candice, so prior to migrating, right? We had this agreement that I want Candice to stay at home.
Yep.
So I was the
That's
only
right.
one looking for a job. So it took me about 2 to 3 months to find a job.
Mhm.
I guess we were lucky, comparing it with the other, Filipino or migrants that we've dealt with or spoken to. I guess we're lucky that it didn't take us that long for us to
Yes.
find a job. At least for myself, to find a job.
Yeah. But
Very
initially,
lucky.
yeah. But as what he mentioned earlier, that he didn't really find that IT project management at first. So
Well, so like you said, I had to start from scratch. So I
yeah.
didn't really start as a project manager. I started, a bit lower. So I started off as a project coordinator, and doing different sort of things for IT. Um, and then after a year, I've finally got that opportunity, that big
Mm,
break. So yeah,
great.
I'm now back into to my line of work.
Yep.
Beautiful. And that's a good point, Jeremy and Candice, for those who are going to migrate here in Australia, whatever visa you've got, and talking about skilled migrant visa, it's really sometimes it could be a challenge looking for a job, but it doesn't mean you don't find any job. There's plenty of jobs here. But again, don't be fussy when you're starting, when you're settling, because
Yes.
even if you have the highest rank offshore, whichever country you came from, coming here, the word humility is really a reality. Start from just like what Jeremy has said, he started, like below whatever he has started back in Singapore, perhaps in the Philippines. It's just a humility, and you don't expect so much like, hey, I'm a manager in a different country. I should be a manager here. Start in a humble beginning, start from, the right path. And then after that, you'll be successful. Again, sacrifice a little, success thereafter. So don't be fussy when you're migrating, whichever country you go to. And don't give a high expectation of yourselves as well. And learn to value what you've got. Because at the end of the day, you will get there. It's just teaching you to become more tough and have more wisdom whilst you are, trying to sail in a different country. So congratulations, Jeremy, for that. How about you, Candice? You're not a
Yeah,
nurse, correct? You said you have a nurse double degree. How to be
yeah.
you, Candice?
Yeah, so I just wanted to add in for his experience. I think it's sweeter when you look back, when you started something from scratch, or you something started something down below what you're expecting for, and then um, after a few months or after a few years, you're looking back. Oh, I started here. Now I'm here. So there's this sense of fulfillment that you've already come that far.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as for myself, as Jeremy has mentioned, I didn't really look for work for the past 7 months, and I was just scrolling through the website seek.com.
Seek.com, yeah.
Yeah, so I was scrolling through, and then I saw this ad from an IT company. They're looking for the same job description as what I'm doing in Singapore. So I was like, I told Jeremy, oh, maybe I should try. And then he said, no, don't try. You should focus on the kids, blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't mind him. I just submitted my CV. And then come after 1 2 weeks, they started to call and then scheduled an interview. It was a funny experience for us because we don't have anyone to leave Kiara during that time. She's not going to daycare that time because I'm not working.
Mm-hmm.
So when I go to the interview, when I went for that interview, I asked him to have a lunch break at that time at 1 p.m. And then he was carrying Kiara. Kiara was crying in the
Mm-hmm.
lobby with him, looking for me. And then I went for an interview. And then before I went for the interview, he said, oh, you have to keep it really quick, 15 minutes, because I have a meeting. You have to be back after 15 minutes. I was like, okay, I can't control the interview. And so, yeah, after that interview, they scheduled me for another one, which eventually I got the work. So it was, yeah, I think it's the first time I applied, and then I got that work, which is, I think, very, very lucky.
Candice was lucky because it only took her one interview to land the job. As for myself, I had a lot of interviews, and like I said earlier, right? Me not having that local experience, that was
Mm.
really challenging.
Yeah.
But you're spot on. I mean, as long as I guess you're resilient, you are not choosy, not picky. There's a
Mm.
lot of opportunity, a lot of work that is
Yes.
available outside your I guess your industry.
Mm.
If you're willing to take on that job,
Well, looking for,
it's not impossible for you to get a job quickly.
yeah.
True. I agree with you. Couldn't agree more. Like it's very inspiring for you guys to tell the whole world, and for those particular people who are skilled, who are coming here next year. Guys, don't give a lot of expectation on yourself that you can find the same job, but there's so many jobs here. Again, seek.com is a good website
Yes.
to look for a job when you're here in Australia. So do not lose hope, and it's okay as well. Like one can work and one can stay at home. You will still survive, you can still thrive, as long as you spend within your means. That's very important, especially if you've got your family here, your kids as well. Of course, they go to school and all those things. So start with a humble beginning and you'll go a long way. So that's very important. Of course, with your faith as well, everything goes hand in hand. So I'm just so happy that you have shared that, Jeremy and Candice. And it's really a real talk, about about this experience coming to a different country with a different culture. Well done. Now, 3 big claps, everyone, for those who are tuning in. And I'm sure you're all like gobsmacked right now, like, wow, these this couple is such a bomb. Like, wow, they look young. They look 20 years old, right, guys? Do you agree with me? And look at them, 5 kids surviving, thriving, and now got the right job, landed at the right job at the right time. What a blessing! Is that you are the epitome of blessing, actually, Jeremy and Candice, and luck. What is your lucky charm? Who is your lucky charm apart from each one of you? Jeremy's lucky charm is Candice, of course. And Candice, your lucky charm is
Kiara. No, no, actually, for us, there's no lucky charm. I think it's perfect time, in God's perfect time, as they say.
true.
I would always, because he's the warrior for both of us. So for us, I will always tell him, let's just pray, hope, and don't worry. That's my mantra. So yeah, everything in God's perfect time.
I agree with you. And Lala says 3 big claps for that and praying for you guys. Thank you, Lala, for the support. Now, since you are an epitome of success and inspiration as well, and perseverance and resilience too, if you're going to write a book, what would it be? Could be a title, could be a whatever it is. What kind? If you're gonna write a book right now, what would it be? And expound a little bit of that. Each one of
Uh,
you, because you've got a different journey, Candice and Jeremy. Who wants to talk first? Up to
yeah,
you.
I think it's for me. I've already mentioned it, in his perfect time. Probably the title of the book.
There you
Yeah.
go. Watch out for that, guys. And your signature as well, Candice. I'll be the first one to get that right. In His Perfect Time by Candice. How about Jeremy? What could be a book you're going to write?
Leap,
Pardon?
leap, leap.
A Leap. Leap.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Can you tell us more about that, please?
I guess in every journey there's this one big step, right? You just have to
Yes.
go for it. There's a lot of uncertainties, a lot of unknowns. You don't know what to expect, but as long as I guess you have the faith, you have the courage. Just
Yes.
take that one big step. Start from somewhere. It's better starting than not doing anything.
True. Oh, love that. Let's watch out for that book In His Perfect Timing and Leap by Jeremy and Candice Delos Reyes. That would be great. I'm sure people all over the world, especially those who are skilled migrants, possible skilled migrants for next year onwards, they will look up to you and they'll watch this replay as well. Looking back, wow, look at Jeremy and Candice. They're very brave, having 5 kids, coming to a different country, tough, settled, successful. Now, give us, each of you, 3 words to describe your secret to success. Let's start with you, Jeremy, perhaps, or Candice, or ladies first. Candice, 3 words
Okay.
to describe your secret to success.
Ready ka na, go.
Me, I guess
Three words.
lines with what I said earlier. So courage, faith, and resiliency.
Courage, faith, and resiliency. Wow, love that. Don't forget that courage, faith, and resiliency, guys. Be resilient. Okay, thanks for that, Jeremy. 3 secret words to success for Jeremy. Let's hear it from Candice. What do you think?
Yeah, for me, work hard, pray harder, give it back.
Wow. Work hard, pray harder. I'm going to cry now. Give it back. That's so
Yeah,
true. Pay it forward. And Lala said prayer works. That's true, Lala. It's really good. Can you say that again, please, Candice? Because some people are just came in.
yeah,
Just came in.
work hard, pray harder, give it back.
Work
I
hard,
think.
pray harder, give it back, ladies and gentlemen. Because one day you will be a testimony to others as well, those who are migrating here. Inspire them and help them to settle as well. Pay it forward because blessings will come back to us as well. This is how we treat other people. Walk the talk and walk what we preach as well. So thank you for that, Jeremy and Candice. Now, any other questions, guys, from our televiewers? What else are you going to ask Jeremy and Candice? You can type it in your comments on the comment section below. And one is asking here, what are the 2 or 3 most important things that people could do to make the process of coming to a new country or community better? I will repeat that. So there's a question here. What are the 2 or 3 most important things that people could do to make the process of coming to a new country or community better?
I think research, I said that earlier, right? That's very important. So prior to coming here,
Research.
work opportunity, try to see whether your skills line up with, the opportunity that's available. Um, if not, is there a backup? For example, are you able to, go into a different industry, for example? Schools, if you have kids, that's very important. You
Yes.
have to find, a good school that is close to your home vicinity. For example, when we were starting, as I was the only one working, we only had one car. It was good that the house that we found was a few meters away from where we are, so the kids were just literally
Yeah.
walking from our place to the school, so that's very important.
Very handy.
Yeah, yeah. What else? Savings, obviously.
Yeah.
You have to be prepared. You have to have enough savings when you
Sure.
come here. You expect the unexpected. Expect that you may not find that work. That same line of work that you probably have where you're coming from. And it's possible that you can't find a job in the next few months. So it's very important that you have something that can sustain your family.
How about thank you for that? Wow. Don't forget to research, guys, because if you're not ready and prepared as well, you don't know, especially if you don't have a family here or a network of friends, you really need to, do it yourself. DIY, isn't it, right? So that's good, Jeremy, for that tip. Good tip. How about you, Candice? Anything to add to that?
Yeah, I'll just probably add, set your expectation right. It may not be easy the first time when you arrive here, but it will
Mm.
get better over time. You'll master on how to go around the area. Yeah, so yeah, all of the things in here will be, the accessibility, you'll be able to understand it better. So I think, yeah, in terms of work as well, so set your expectations right. We've already mentioned it earlier
Mhm.
that it may not be the way or the work that you're expecting, but as long as you're open to other opportunities, you'll find you'll definitely land a job.
Yeah, I love that. Very open minded and be open to any opportunities. And they've been saying that a while ago. I hope that you can replay this and be inspired more with Jeremy and Candice as well. Now, Jeremy and Candice, someone is asking, are you working full time, part time, or each of you,
Yeah,
both of you full time? Yeah.
yeah. So full time. So I'm a senior project manager working for Optus. Candice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm a
So,
PMO lead working for DXC Technology. So both of us
Mhm.
are working full time, and we still have time to pick up the kids, bring them to school, yeah, cook their
Wow.
lunch. So yeah, um, as I said, there's the work from home setup really works for us. Yeah, we're just very lucky probably that we found that setup
Yeah.
from that company, from our company. Yeah.
I can feel that joy in your hearts, Jeremy and Candice, that you have landed in the right place, right time. It's just really perfect timing, as what you have mentioned a while ago. Now, someone is asking, now that you are in the South Australia or Adelaide, are you planning to move anywhere, elsewhere, with the 5 kids? Like here in Australia only, like interstate? Are you planning to move?
um,
Is it a secret?
our kids love Brisbane, especially my son. He loves Brisbane.
Mm-hmm.
The
So
weather.
there was one time when Candice was doing flying in, flying out in Brisbane for a project.
Mm-hmm.
We were there for a couple of weeks, and the
Nice.
kids just loved it there. But I think we love where we are right now. It's very laid back, very
Mm-hmm.
cozy, very warm.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, who knows, right? I mean,
Who
as long as
knows?
you're yeah, there's always opportunity
To move around.
to move around. It's not difficult to move around as long as you have the work. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good
But
that
the
you're
good
open to opportunities. Yes, yes, Candice. How about the wife? Maybe the wife has something to say about moving, planning to move somewhere elsewhere in different states.
I don't want to move. Adelaide is close 30 minutes away from everything. There's beaches, there's malls, there's everything. So I think this is perfect for us, given that we have a lot of kids as well. So we'll stay here
Good.
for now.
Nice. Good. See, guys, even if they're in South Australia, wherever you are in different states, you will really thrive and you'll be successful as well, no matter where you are in Australia, because it's a beautiful country, very friendly use. I mean, like friendly environment, and of course, a lot of opportunities for you guys and different skills. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're a manager or a non manager, corporate, non corporate. It's really, really a good family, I mean, place to live with your family. Now, Candice, someone is asking here about Adelaide. What is the best place that you love in Adelaide?
Um, I think the beaches here are very nice. My favorite one is Munta Bay. It's close to,
Oh,
um, he said it's close to Boracay, but it's white sand with very pristine water. So yeah, we really love it there.
that's
It's just
good.
1.5 hours away from the city. So yep, every time we
Nice.
have time in the weekend, we just pop in, bring our fishing rods and crab
Good.
nets.
See, they
So
have
But
time for fishing.
but where we are right now, it's just nice. I mean, if you're in Adelaide, right? So like Candice said, 30 minutes or maybe less,
we're in the
15 minutes
hills.
you're in the beach. When you go back, another 15 minutes you're up in the hills.
Yep.
Sure.
There's national parks everywhere. It's really nice.
I used to live there. I love it. I love the place. Hello to all my friends in Adelaide, not just Lala, but the rest of my beautiful friends, Carmela, who else? Alvin and Carmi as well, and the rest of the CFC community. Thank you so much for watching even the replay as well. And of course, we're very proud of your friends here, Jeremy and Candice, inspiring the whole world to come here to Australia, settle, even if you've got more than 5 kids, you'll be fine. Now, congratulations once again to both of you. And I guess you deserve a big, big round of applause. Yay. Yay. I'm sure the family right now who's watching, they're very proud of you. And there's so much things that they want to tell you how proud and happy they are that you have settled well in this country. But before we wrap this up, we'll be right back right after this. Welcome back once again with Jeremy and Candice going after their opportunity. Now, to wrap this up, Jeremy and Candice, what if someone out there, a lot of people who wants to come to Australia, okay, from different parts of the world, again, to all our friends in Southeast Asia, Europe, Canada, America, thank you so much for watching. Now, if any one of them from these different countries wants to come to Australia, what would you tell them, Jeremy and Candice? Take it away.
Yeah, take my unsolicited advice. Go for it. It will be worth it.
Same.
Thank you.
Yeah, same.
Yes, and today is the right time. Now is the right time. So act now, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope that you've enjoyed today's, one-on-one talk with Jeremy and Candice for our episode 10, season 1 for It's Great to Migrate, only here with Lee and TLC, live broadcasted as well on YouTube channel and Facebook page, which is motivationally. Thank you so much for those people who are watching right now. Up to now, Bilen, Tita Bilen, thank you so much for watching. And Jerry, again, Lala, Orentina, Heidi de los Reyes, Loretta, Phoebe de los Reyes, Lala, Bang Tuas, Charlie, and the rest of the people, even here in Australia, here in Melbourne, for those my friends who are, I know you're watching. Thank you so much, guys. And please keep sharing this interview with Jeremy and Candice. Let's keep inspiring people all over the world so that when they come here, they have that, a lot of information, not just for today, but also last week's discussion about skilled migration visa. Now, I just want to wrap this up, Jeremy and Candice. I want you to sit back and relax, take a deep breath, and have some water to drink. And I'll see you in a second. Let me just do this, wrap this up. So, once again, guys, you have heard from Jeremy and Candice about their journey, right? Life after migration. And what else can what else do you want from them? What else you want to hear from them? It's just one big package. Like they're an epitome of success, an epitome of perseverance and resilience, with 5 kids coming here in a beautiful country, kind of strange to them, culture and everything, but look at them now, more than like almost or more than 4 years, almost 5 years, they were able to settle everything, like living together as a family, and kids at school, they've got jobs. What more can you ask for? So once again, make sure that do not forget to go after your opportunity. And for this, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite each one of you to make sure you like, share, and subscribe, not just for TLC, but also for my YouTube channel. I'll show you. My YouTube channel is Motivationally. If you don't know yet, if you haven't subscribed, please go there, click like, share, and subscribe to my channel Motivationally, including my Facebook page Motivationally. And I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also WhatsApp as well. Now, for those of you who are thinking about how to get in touch with waytooz.com, again, this www.waytooz.com in front of your screen is running just in front of you right now. Those telephone numbers as well. You could reach out to us on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp as well. And one more thing, don't forget, once again, as me, Lee, Motivationally, I've got a website called www.motivationally.com. And that when you click that website, you'll see all my services. I am also a life coach, a direction and wellness coach. The direction, I'm more on career coaching and, of course, income boosting coaching, and also faith and relationship. And with my wellness coach, I do stress, burnout, what else? Performance outcome, self-doubt, low in self-confidence. If you have those problem right now, concern, please get in touch with me. Go to my www.motivation.com. Apart from that, I can also do team building, and I'm also a professional host for like 25, 26 years now. And also hosting small or big events, corporate, non-corporate, guys. Please keep in touch with me, even voluntary organization. If you need a host as well, please, whatever event, small or big events, keep in touch with me through www.motivation.com. I'm also a motivational speaker, and also giving professional and personal development as well for those companies, corporate, non-corporate. Please get in touch with me, and I would love to work with you in the future. Once again, that's www.motivationally.com. And one more thing, I just want to reiterate again, today is the opportunity. Act now, and just to build your tomorrow, right? The tomorrow that you have been waiting for. And please do not wait for the opportunity. Create it. This is once again Lee on Motivationally. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next week, Friday, with Niti Hara, with another visa we're going to talk about. And please tune in 8 p.m. AEST, same time. Wherever you are, it's 5 p.m. in the Philippines, 2:30 in India, 1 a.m. in America, 2 a.m. in Canada. Wherever you are, please adjust. I'll see you again next week, Friday. This is Lee on Motivationally. TLC is great to migrate. Thank you, Jeremy and Candice.
Bye.
Take care. Have a nice evening. Cheers,
Cheers.
Jeremy. Okay, cheers. This is my wine with Mickey. Have a great day, everyone. God bless. Take care. Thanks, Candice. Jeremy, bye.